and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing my top 6 series to watch on Netflix. Multiple series to watch on Netflix. I would have just done top 5, but like there was like an extra one that like I couldn't leave out, and I'm like I can't really cut out any. So yeah, here are my top 6 favorite things to watch on Netflix. Okay, so the first series I'm going to talk about is the famous How I Met Your Mother. Now if you guys don't know what this show is kind of about, it's about this dad who's telling his kids about how they met their mother, but it's not really like simple. He goes into detail of like every little event, and it all like all these little tiny like what would seem insignificant events lead up to how he met his future wife and the mother of his children. And it's actually such a good series as well. Me and my whole family are obsessed with it, except my mother, because she cannot stand the theme song because it is constantly playing all around the house. Literally, like you walk out of this room right now, I bet you someone is probably watching it. Like we are all addicted. Me and my sisters, we love it. It is actually addictive. So if you guys are not prepared to be so completely engulfed in a series, then I don't recommend watching it, because I promise you will get addicted. Number 2. My second favorite series to watch on Netflix is called 1,000 Ways to Die. My aunt actually introduced me to this, and I have been obsessed ever since she told me about it. It is so like fun to watch. Like it sounds bad. Wait, I'm trying to explain this because it's called 1,000 Ways to Die. So me saying it sounds fun to watch sounds kind of bad, but basically it's all based on real life events, but they're all, it sounds bad if I say funny, but I think you guys kind of get what I mean. They're all based on like stupid ways people have died. Now this series is based around like the 4 kind of major ways people could die, which is toxins, injury, catastrophe, and I have this written down, so I'm just going to check, and illness. So basically, yeah, this series kind of focuses around dumb ways people have died, and it mainly does focus on criminals. So even though it is kind of sad, it's not like, you kind of actually get to see everything with it as well. Like they get in like experts and they explain how it happened. Like at one point this guy was sliding down a tub and like a nail poked up, and that's what actually killed him. Number 3. If you guys know me at all, you know I am completely and utterly obsessed with American Horror Story and all the cast members in it. It is currently up to its 6th season. It's basically each season is based on something different, but they are all supposedly connected. For example, the first season was Murder House, and that was based around this new family who moved into this house, and they were like ghosts and stuff. I'm horrible at explaining things. The season after that was Asylum, and then Coven, then Freak Show, then Hotel, and now Roanoke. Roanoke is actually very different to the rest of the seasons. Roanoke is more of documentary style, which I think is really, really cool and very different for the American Horror Story people to like do, because they're usually just normal like seasons. But this time they're doing it like they're people who it happened to are being like interviewed, and I think that is so cool, and I feel more like it's real. This season does feel so much more intense because you feel like you're hearing actual stories. It is so unpredictable, and I recommend if you like horror, if you like twisted kind of creepy stuff like me, you should really watch American Horror Story. It is honestly amazing and definitely worth the hours and the time and the days and the months and the years you will put into watching it. It is honestly so worth it. It's very easy to follow along with, but it's also very twisted and very creepy. Number 4. This is a series that actually just came out to Netflix, and this is called Riverdale. Riverdale is based around the Archie comics, and if you guys know the Archie comics, you will absolutely love this series. There's only one thing that people have complained about it, and that is the character Jughead, which has been portrayed very differently in the actual series on Netflix. In the comics, Jughead, everyone assumes, and like everyone kind of knows, well not knows because it's never, I don't think it's been revealed, it might have been, I'm not too sure, but Jughead is meant to be like bi or asexual, but in the new Riverdale he is definitely, as far as we know at the moment, straight, and that has got a lot of people on edge. But besides that, this series is absolutely amazing. The characters are amazing. Everything is just crazy, because I read these comics since I was very, very little, and now to see them on a screen and being played by actual people is honestly so amazing to me. Riverdale is centered around the murder of Jason Blossom, Shara Blossom's brother, and it's the whole kind of like it's like a whodunit situation, but also Jughead is currently, as we are watching the series, is writing a book about it. So that has some people talking, thinking, is Jughead the killer? Is he writing it down as it happens? But honestly, every theory at the moment is valid. Everyone has their own opinions. I really do recommend, if you've read the Archie comics, please give Riverdale a go. I know some people aren't happy about the whole Jughead character thing, but honestly, I love it so much, and it's played by Cole Sprouse, so like, guys. So yeah, I recommend watching Riverdale. It's actually really good, and it's a mystery, so that element of like, oh my god, is there as well. Me, personally, I am already like emotionally attached to every single character, so it's not like they're just random characters and you're like, okay, cool, like I feel like you will actually get attached to the characters, and I think that's kind of cool. Number 5. My next favorite series on Netflix to watch is Between. This only has 2 seasons out at the moment, and each season only goes for 6 episodes, which is quite short. And the series is kind of based around this girl named Wiley. She is a pregnant teenager, and her end plan is to get out of this town that has been infected with this virus, and she wants to get her and her baby out of the town as soon as she gives birth. But the thing is, this virus kills people as soon as they hit adulthood. So the whole town is basically run by kids. And I think that's kind of cool as well, and it's also focused around how the government is trying to keep it all contained into this one area, and they think it's an experiment. You see bonds being made with people, you see people fighting, like, it's really intense. Like, it's actually a really intense, like, series. But the next season hasn't come out yet, and I watched this actually quite a while ago, so I don't know when they're bringing out the next season. That is my only complaint with this, is that I want to know what happens next, and they haven't brought out the 3rd season yet, so I don't know. My last one that I'm going to talk about, number 6, is Haters Back Off with Miranda Sings. And guys, I love horror, I love me some horror, but like, this series has made me want to watch more comedy. I know, gasp, oh my god, the whole world gasps for air. What? Bella wants to watch something that isn't horror? I know, guys, it's crazy, but it's actually such a good series as well. She starts off a YouTube channel and she gets very little views, but she also gets a lot of hate comments, and she wants to get famous, and the series is based around her uncle trying to get Miranda famous. Miranda wants to be. It's not like her uncle is forcing her, but her uncle and her are trying to make Miranda famous, and they have this plan that they're trying to stick to. Basically, it's all these different ways of how she's trying to get famous, and there's this boy that likes her and she doesn't like him back. It's very stereotypical, oh, he likes me, but I don't like him. Oh my god, the world's ending, basically. It's like that, but it's actually so funny as well. Like, it's very dumb humor. Like, it's not like something you gotta think about, then you go, oh my god, I just got that. Like, it's very, very easy to understand. It is very appropriate for people of absolutely any age. And I really do recommend it if you do watch Miranda Sings, or if you watch, like, comedy YouTubers, or just comedy, or if you do like comedy in general. Honestly, this is actually such a funny series to watch, and I really do recommend it. I love it a lot. And yes. So guys, that was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to click subscribe if you haven't already. That's like if you want to be notified. Like, it's not a forceful thing. Like, you can if you want. Like, you don't have to. It's just, oh, be kind of cool. Anyway, click like if you like this video. If you guys are looking for a series to watch, I hope this helped you out. And I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.